The bankers are at it again, playing the game behind the scenes, and we are all still bystanders. More and more wealth has found its way into equities, and more people are getting involved. People with no financial education are pouring their savings into this. Many are using margin to accelerate their gains. Many have taken out home equity loans to make their investments happen. The question is, how long can this continue for? You came here for the truth. Today we are going to get into several charts that talk about this particular issue. Let's begin. This is a 2-for-1, and you're seeing on the left-hand side, Deutsche Bank US Recession Probability Model. So there is a leading instance that occurs every single time before a recession. Every single time. And the orange line here, if you can't read that small font, that's the recession. It's occurring every time, and guess what? It's happening yet again. Does it mean that there will be a recession tomorrow? No, absolutely not. And in fact, every time I show a chart like this, I get the same comments over and over again. I realize that this doesn't mean that there's going to be a recession. This is the Deutsche Bank probability model. I am not saying this. I'm just covering the facts, and you have to draw that inference. That's you. You do that. I present the facts. I present the charts. I present the government documents. I present the mainstream media news. I present the alternative news, and I just bring it to you, and you can do what you want with it. The chart on the right-hand side essentially shows the yield curve with recession shading here, and you'll notice the same thing. Every single time before the recession, we see this occurring. It's happening now. We are on that same decline. Get ready for this, okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't know what's going to happen, but it just shows that we are taking these steps. It's happening in slow motion. I do videos every day. I show you the charts every day, and most people say, well, you know what, it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. We're in the middle of it. Look how... Anyway, I'm not gonna digress. Welfare spending reaches nearly $1 trillion a year. No problem. It's manageable. That's what we're told every single day. And the numbers have definitely been far exceeded. I mean, that's a 2011. Housing aid, food aid, other cash, medical care. When you look at this and realize how ridiculous this is right now, the fact that more and more money is being poured into this type of thing. Why? If there was prosperity like we're being told there is, we wouldn't have an issue. There wouldn't be this problem that we have today where these numbers are escalating at such a rapid rate. But no, everything is just fine. Okay? Fine. Government financial assistance at record levels. You're seeing this. I mean, come on. Medicare, Social Security, unemployment, Medicaid, everything. Everything is increasing. On the right-hand side, social benefits as a percentage of real disposable income. Look at this. Social benefits as a percentage of real disposable income are at the highest levels on record. How many times do you hear that? Record high, record low, record. I use that word so often, and that's because we are going into new territory, uncharted territory in many respects. Labor force participation rate for men ages 25 to 54 by education attainment. Surely, individuals with their bachelor's degree and higher have fared better than other individuals with high school or less. And it's something to think about, for sure. But let's just squeeze all these together. Look at that black line here and notice the trend. Yes, there has been a slight blip upward. Not that we haven't any blips along the way. It's happened before. But where's the trend? Year after year after year, we are seeing this decline. Jobs have been shipped overseas. Robots are now replacing many of these jobs. Lower wage workers, if not. You're noticing the fact that certain industries just don't exist anymore and people don't have any training, don't have any education that they need to get into some other field. These are all interconnected. It's very important. Students in 2017 are twice as likely to spend student loan money on non-education expenses than the class of 2016. In 1 year, people have become twice as likely to spend their student loan money. Are they maxed out on their credit cards? Is that why? How are they ever going to pay this back? Or are some of them under the assumption that the government is going to bail them out? I don't know. I don't know why somebody would do this. But you can see, look, where's the money going? 41% monthly bills, 14% clothing, 12% restaurants, and 2.5% and drugs and alcohol. At least they have their priorities straight here. But monthly bills, right? Why wouldn't they pay with what's in their bank? Right? I mean, the economy is doing well. I'm quite certain about that. I mean, everyone's telling me that. Everyone's telling me I'm a liar, ridiculing me, crucifying me. But 41% are using their student loan money to pay their bills. So what is it? What's it going to be? Is the economy doing well? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I've shown you the facts. But it's okay. Everything's just fine. Delinquency rates on the rise. You can see that this number here clearly, after that little boost of the financial crisis, all of a sudden things changed. People started watching out. A lot of changes occurred anyway. And now delinquencies yet again on the rise. They're showing at the bottom here, basically the credit cards, consumer loans, whatever. It's everything. It's all types of debt. You could see right here, they're tracking each other. They're all going together. Some more than others, of course. But what I would say is that I talked about this actually not that long ago. All these cash money, payday advance type stores that you're seeing on the sides of the streets. And it tells me something. You have like the whole cash for gold. You have different businesses that are set up around that, at least to me, show me on a much deeper level that people are not doing well financially. That's the way this seems to me. A lot of people don't see it like that. They just look at the S&P, they look at the Dow Jones, and that's it. They have their answer. Well, that's fine. Good luck with that. How much a home in square footage can buy you for $200,000 in every state? So if you're in the US, you may find this interesting. Even if you're not, you'll just notice here the different states around and compare them. I mean, DC, look at this, 400 square feet. But I'm looking at this number of $200,000. And if you want to know what I'm going based on my experience, $200,000 in Toronto, I know that's not the province of Ontario as a whole, but you get nothing for $200,000. I don't know of anything that's $200,000. Probably in one of the really bad areas, because for $200,000 you can't get 400 square feet in Toronto. I don't think it's possible. I mean, there would have to be, some sort of grow up in there or something. I don't know. The way that the prices have gone. I mean, some of these places, if you can get for $200,000, you can get a 2,000 square foot plus place, I mean, that is a huge difference from some of these other mega cities that we have. And I'm sure that goes for like Manhattan, for example, and others. Obviously, the price is a big difference when you take the whole state or province as a whole. It's pretty clear, but I just wanted to show you that. I thought it was interesting, you know, not just for people in the US. Everyone's favorite, Jamie Dimon, ventures beyond Wall Street to have a say in Washington. And what they said was that he's consistently visiting Washington. And people are thinking, you know, is he going to get into the whole government and everything else? I think they're already involved so heavily that doesn't, you know, giving an official position probably isn't even necessary. Let's see what happens. Just wanted to bring it to you now, so in case we have some sort of announcement in the near future, I could say that, you know, we saw this coming. That's all for this video. If you found it informative, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you haven't already, it would be great if you joined the 66,000 plus subscribers that this channel has. Hit that subscribe button and you will get notified of all of the videos that I do. I do them basically every single day, so you want to make sure that you're staying on top of those. So hit the subscribe button. And last but not least, if you found this video informative, I know you'll find my books, The Money GPS and my new release, Global Economic Collapse, even more informative. The first book is about the 4 asset classes and how to profit from them. And the newer book is about reducing your monthly expenses, becoming self-sufficient, and what I call the Money GPS strategy. So you can check that out in the links below. And I just wanted to touch on the last video that I did. A lot of people are very pissed off about it. And I just wanted to say that that was sarcasm. Sarcasm. There's more comments on that video than I think on any of my videos. I mean, based on the amount of views, there's a lot of people talking on there. Most of it, definitely most of it is positive. It's just for a good laugh. You know, I've done about 1,500 videos here on YouTube. And for the most part, everyone's saying doom and gloom and you're always negative. And then I go ahead and I do a video where I'm just trying to be a little silly once in a while. I think I've done maybe 3 silly videos to prove a point, not just a silly video to be silly. There's always a reason why I'm doing that. And in all those videos, I received a very large amount of thumbs down. Now, I really don't understand why that would happen if the point is made. I think it was pretty clear. But anyway, you can't win. That's all I'm going to say. You can't win. You can't make everybody happy, and I don't intend on trying to make everybody happy. All I'm trying to do here is just bring out the information. That's all. Once in a while, it's good to tell a little joke. It's good to crack a smile once in a while. That's the way I see it anyway. I hope you agree with me on that. That's all. Take care.